Chainlink is gearing up for a pretty explosive move, and in this video we're going to be showing you guys exactly what we are talking about, and we're going to be showing you 3 Chainlink charts that all point to Chainlink finding support and now bouncing off it, meaning going up in price. In layman's terms, we're going to be taking a look at that in this video. We're going to be looking at the Chainlink versus US dollar chart. We're going to be looking at the Chainlink dominance chart, and we're going to be looking at the Chainlink BTC chart, all of which are at support and ready to bounce off of it. What we are going to do is be recapping on the price prediction that we gave for Chainlink of $63. Now, I do think, just like with the price prediction we gave for Microsoft, that actually it's going to go above and beyond this. However, this is a good technical target for us to work our way up to, and we are well and truly on the way to $63. You know, we were looking at this inverse head and shoulders forming. Since we were looking at that formation and looking at that right shoulder forming, it has actually broken the neckline. It's come back for support. It's currently at support at the moment that we expect it to bounce off of. So we are going to be taking a look at Chainlink from a number of different angles, also showing you some examples of exactly what we're looking at for Chainlink today, playing out on other charts that were called by us here on All In Crypto. To start the video off, however, though, I want to talk about Chainlink fundamentally. I think Chainlink is probably one of the safest bets in the entire crypto space, which is the word safe as far as investing goes, and crypto kind of don't really go together, and it's kind of a bit unfair of me to call something safe in the crypto space. Remember, this is crypto. There's a high degree of risk with the cryptocurrency space. For somebody like myself that is a true believer that blockchain and distributed ledgers are going to change the world, you know, it's always been a big bet for me and still is to this day, and it's really only just starting to fundamentally change the world that we live in. People think it's just from a financial point of view, but the applications for a distributed ledger are far and wide, not just in regards to monetary, also knowledge itself, you know, identity. Everything will have a, you know, distributed ledgers really are a missing piece to this digital puzzle and the digital world that we're moving towards. But what I want to do is look at Chainlink and just talk about it fundamentally for anybody that's new to it. Because Chainlink is an integral part. If you're betting on the success of the crypto space or you're betting on the tokenization of assets, you're essentially betting on Chainlink. And I want to start off with a video that was posted just a few days ago on Chainlink's Twitter to kind of sum it up, because everything is going to be tokenized and Chainlink are going to play a vital role in all that in regards to allowing the interoperability of multiple different blockchains, because not everything's going to be tokenized on the one chain, and also providing price feeds to these tokenized assets and other important things. You know, Chainlink started out as an Oracle solution. Oracle meaning it was a data feed solution, basically. This was a perfect, or one of the really interesting applications of a distributed ledger outside of Bitcoin. And of course, Ethereum with its smart contracts, where we saw distributed ledgers actually be used to provide data in a decentralized and trustable and verifiable and traceable manner. But let's play that clip, and then we're going to dive into the price analysis that we have for you.
Tokenized assets, the new trillion-dollar market opportunity. But what are they exactly? Tokenized assets are digital representations of real-world things. Almost any asset can be tokenized on a blockchain. Tokenized assets are more efficient, more liquid, and more transparent. The biggest banks in the world are already exploring tokenized assets because that's what their clients want. But tokenized assets will be spread across hundreds of blockchains. That's where Chainlink comes in. It connects everything together. Chainlink is how tokenized assets go global.
So Chainlink, of course, have already partnered with Swift. Swift have thousands of banks underneath them. They've done proof of concepts with likes of BY and Melon. You know, you name it, Chainlink is really the Oracle solution in my opinion. And it goes actually above and beyond that in regards to, it's not just an Oracle now, it's actually a fundamental part. You know, if you look at the internet, there's standard protocols that allow it to be global and to interoperate and work. And Chainlink kind of is that in regards to Web3. You know, I really do believe that. That's why I started the video out by saying, you know, Chainlink's kind of, if you're betting on crypto, you're kind of betting on Chainlink. Let's dive into our price analysis. You guys will all be well aware of the price prediction we gave of $63. How we get to $63 is on, or $64, I do apologize, is based on this inverse head and shoulder. I'm going to take the chart and I'm going to put it on log. And you can see we were accumulating Chainlink in this range that we were looking at as accumulation, likely by insiders and smart money. You got a break of this range, and the range target would have taken us towards the neckline, which we did think would then form a inverse head and shoulders. So The break on this was on volume, sufficient volume, enough volume for us to have conviction that this wasn't a fake out and was indeed a breakout. Since then, you went on and you ran into resistance, forming what we have identified as an inverse head and shoulders. The target for that inverse head and shoulders is going to take you to $64. And actually, we were saying that it doesn't have to stop here. We're going to talk about where we are today and why we think a bounce is coming. If you look at something like Microsoft, we're identifying a very similar thing in regards to this inverse head and shoulders down here. This was a call that we made in 2023 or going into 2023. Since then, you can see, obviously, Chainlink has, Microsoft in this case, went on to hit its target, sold off perfectly, beautiful target met before then going higher. That's kind of the story that I see playing out for Chainlink. It will get here and then essentially run a lot higher. Certainly, if crypto is going to do what we believe it will. But where is Chainlink currently today? Well, it's currently having broken this neckline, bouncing off it and reacting to it as support, which is exactly what you want to see. And this is dictating to me that you are going to get a bounce off this support. I want to stick on the bigger time frames. You can see you are reacting here. Support or resistance, very clear resistance now flipped into support. Very positive sign. Not only is this pattern now in play, but you're respecting it in regards to using it as support and essentially looking to use it as a springboard to leap off of. We've had lots of videos or lots of people asking me my thoughts on Chainlink. Has it changed? Have I differed? The answer is absolutely no. It's just been a little bit slow since we saw that breakout, and we want to make videos when we feel we have a reason to do so. So not only is Chainlink bouncing on support on the US dollar chart, it's also bouncing on support on the Chainlink dominance chart. So this is Chainlink's percentage of the overall cryptocurrency space. It's currently at 0.5%. Okay. Now, support once, support twice. This also, expect support to act exactly as that. Expect resistance to act exactly as that. This looks like, not only do we have the Chainlink US dollar chart that looks like it's ready to bounce off support, we have the Chainlink dominance chart, which looks ready to bounce after a second retest. And on top of that, we have Chainlink BTC, which is also at support. So I think in the coming weeks, might not even take that long, Chainlink is going to see a pretty explosive move to the upside and do just what we've seen this pattern predict and do for so many of the charts on this channel. Bitcoin, of course, is a great one. This was our small inverse head and shoulders that gave us the 42K target, which of course you interacted with. Then we had a small continuation pattern that sent us to the 48K range, which we looked at as a right shoulder before then continuing. You can see when you break, you typically consolidate for a period. It kind of looks like the Chainlink dominance or Chainlink BTC chart over here. On support in regards to not the head and shoulders, there's not really one present, more of a double bottom actually on both of these charts. This one you could perhaps call a bit of a head and shoulders, messy albeit. But again, even on the bigger time frames or the smaller time frames, looking at this, you break and you come back. This is where Chainlink is now and it's likely going higher. Let's show you very quickly some examples. This is Amazon. Lots of people very scared about Amazon because Jeff Bezos is selling. We are technical traders and investors, not emotional ones that follow the news headlines. And we have said that we are wagering that our technical analysis and using the charts are going to help us to beat the news followers. And, you know, the news, we don't want to go down that whole rabbit hole and the whole theory behind news and you know, how they use it to basically get retail to lose money. But you can see what I'm highlighting here is the break and a retest. And this is essentially where Chainlink is today. We've shown you some examples of it. Inverse head and shoulders. Remember, we got that target of $263 for Amazon. Stay tuned to the channel. These targets will get hit. We've had many of them already get hit since this channel started. Break, retest. This is where Chainlink is today. Break, retest, and it will do a similar thing to what Amazon did and find its way higher. We also have the NASDAQ, which was a great chart for us. Again, another example of a target met. This is Microsoft. Different charts, look very similar though. We have huge success with. We had an inverse head and shoulders here. Break, consolidation. And actually, look at the wicks on this. Looks very similar to what Chainlink is doing today with its wicks. That was on the Bitcoin volatility. You should expect volatility in this market. But we ultimately expect it to play out in a similar fashion, likely make it 64K target and then go higher. Another one that's a little bit more pronounced is, of course, Coinbase. You can see break, come back for a retest, respect it, support it, and bounce off it and go higher. That is the journey that we believe this fundamentally amazing project is on. And don't get shaken out. You know, now is not the time to be shaken out. If you fall back below support, certainly if you take out the low of the right shoulder, that would be a period to worry. But as it stands, looking at Chainlink versus the dollar, looking at Chainlink dominance, looking at Chainlink BTC, we are expecting support to act exactly as that, and a bounce to take place, and Chainlink to play out in a similar manner to some of the other charts that we've highlighted, where we were identifying the exact same thing early on, and they have come to fruition. On that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed this content, a like is always greatly appreciated. So is a comment, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one.